Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.
Another Turkish Airlines Euroleague season is almost ready to start. We begin our pre-season journey in Italy with EA7 Emporio Armani Milan and Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul. Then we move to France to discover the rookie clubs. And we finish the journey in Istanbul with the Rixus Cup. We find out which team was the last to qualify for the regular season. Mediolanum Forum in Milan. This will be the home of the 2013-2014 Turkish Airlines Euroleague final act. That's why we start the new season here in Milan, and with its team, EA7 Emporio Armani, on their very first day back from the summer holidays. It is a lot of hard work for everybody, as it's necessary to start a long and tough season on the right foot.
There is a drastic difference between the work we do in pre-season and the work we do later on in the regular season. I think it is extremely important to work very hard on certain basic concepts that range from stretching all the way through to the strengthening of the muscles, which are there to strengthen the joints that come under the most duress. This is a very important argument because in a sport like basketball, and with such a busy fixture list, we have to lay the foundations in pre-season training.
Then running, stretching, skipping, jumping, the usual menu for the first steps of the season. In the hope that all this work will take them through to next May, the 16th to the 18th, Mediolanum Forum, Milan, Italy. Not far from Milan, we were pleased to welcome back the Turkish champions Galatasaray Live Hospital Istanbul to the Turkish Airlines Euroleague after one season away from the competition, coached by Ergin Ataman, an old acquaintance of the Euroleague.
Years ago, in the pre-season, we work a lot for athletic, for physical, but now, the players come ready. I prefer to work more in the basketball court with basketball practice, and of course, but we made a hard practice. Many times we made 2 practice in a day.
There is a perfect understanding with his point guard, Carlos Arroyo.
You got to balance yourself with understanding that it's part of a conditioning type of preseason, as well as our tactics and fundamentals, and getting used to each other, playing again with each other, and with some new pieces that we added, and just adapting to each other on the court.
Among the few newcomers, there is centre Zoran Erceg, and his experience will be precious in understanding the problems in pre-season.
You need to be focused that 1 month to make the job hardest as possible, and then in the season it will be much easier for you if you do that first part very good.
A fundamental moment to the whole season. All the players face this preparation with the greatest concentration. Forward Cenk Akyol can confirm that.
As much as you work, as much as good as you play during this season. As much as you prepare yourself for the season, that's how good you'll play.
After such hard work, the first games throw up a lot of questions and uncertainties.
It was a little bit up and down, but it's normal for this period, and I hope that day by day we will improve and we will play good basketball.
A city famous for its museums. It houses the largest railway and automobile museums in Europe. Mulhouse is a little-known industrial French town on the borders of both Germany and Switzerland, and this year it hosted rookie Euroleague teams for their pre-season tournament. The French Manchester, as it is often called, was the perfect spot to focus on a new adventure. The first team we caught up with was FC Bayern Munich during a training session where coach Sverislav Pešić was conducting a drill on some offensive tactics. The former Euroleague winning coach explained to us what he wants from the players during this pre-season training camp and how he uses this time to get to know his players.
To build team chemistry is not only to practice, but to talk with players, to use the time to be together, to take dialogue with all the players, individual of the team, and to explain philosophy of our practice, philosophy of our game.
The players took in their new surroundings before getting down to business and changing into their battle gear. After winning the opening game of the tournament in the afternoon against Stelmet Zielona Gora, FC Bayern Munich guard Nihat Djedovic, who is very familiar with Pešić's basketball philosophy, was more than satisfied with the progress made by his team.
Coach Pešić likes to play hard defense. I think in defense we have to know what he wants, and after that in offense he gives all the talent what we have to show, to play fast. But I think the defense is the crucial thing in our game.
Although pre-season is not always an accurate measure of how the season will go, the match against Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade was a bit of a wake-up call for JSF Nanterre. Captain Xavier Corozin is the driving force behind the team, and the feeling amongst the inexperienced roster is that this is an opportunity to grow in stature.
It's going to be a long and tough season for us, and we have to be ready mentally and to adjust to the Euroleague level. They play strong, they're tall, so we have to be ready for that and give impact, play physical. That's all those points that we have to get better on.
You don't want to be frightened, you just want to take one game at a time. Since it's the first time we're in Euroleague as an organization, there's no real pressure on us. So I think we just play freely and try to win every game and, try to work on our weaknesses.
Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade practiced every day in the morning and then played their tournament matches in the evening. When we caught up with them, they were in the middle of shooting practice. Pre-season training is all about application and psychological preparation for the season to come. And even for professional players, sometimes the workload can be tough to take. Some find the long training camp more difficult than others.
It was very tough. We was on a preparation on mountain. It's like 200 kilometers from Belgrade. We was there like 20 days, and it wasn't nice. We ran a lot. We do a lot of weights. It was very difficult, but now it's a little bit, less with that work, and then we start to play games.
If you don't work hard, there's somebody else who could be working harder and could take your job. So I think we have a great group of guys and coaching staff who want to continue to work and be the best at our position.
But this training camp is really a way for rookie teams to adapt, not only to a higher level of basketball, but also to new training regimes and an increased workload. For Stelmet Zielona Gora, the important thing now for the players is to build up an understanding and grow as a team.
You gotta work hard before the season, with the conditioning and endurance, because you gotta last to the end of the season. You gotta work hard for 1-2 months before, then you will be ready for the whole season.
Win is a win. Always happy after you win a game, but of course, after you lose the game, then you see your mistakes more, and it's for sure. Sometimes it's good to lose.
The deciding game to win the tournament was held between Crvena Zvezda Telekom Belgrade and Stelmet Zielona Gora. In the end, the Serbian side won the tournament without losing a game. Big man Boban Marjanovic was crowned MVP and best scorer of this pre-season exhibition contest.
You want every time to win, and this is the rule of basketball. Why you play if you don't want to win?
With the regular season on the doorstep, we moved to Istanbul, the metropolis on the Bosphorus with 15 million citizens, and 3 teams in the 2013-2014 Turkish Airlines Euroleague. Here in Istanbul, we got the chance to meet another rookie club, Budivelnyk Kiev of Ukraine, guests of Anadolu Efes Pilsen. We went to their practice dedicated to the players recovering from the first signs of stiffness. The head coach of Budivelnyk is Einars Bagatskis, who imposed his basketball philosophy right from the beginning.
I am not that kind of coach who is all the time walking around with a mad face, you know, and screaming to the players. We have to enjoy basketball.
A season that starts, and they are proud to be there.
It's the strongest competition in Europe. Players have to be proud who can play there. If you have a chance working in Euroleague, that's mean like you are something. You know, you did something.
Artur Drozdov is really looking forward to the first tip-off with a clear goal in mind.
I'm excited to play Euroleague because it's a top level, you know, everybody knows it. We have a great group, so we will play against top teams, so I feel excited. We'd like to qualify for the next round, so for top 16, but we have to go step by step, be focused on each game.
At the end of the practice session, we met the American forward Dawan Summers. For the new signing of the team, this was also the chance to see Istanbul for the first time.
I'm excited to be in Istanbul. It's my first time here. I've never been here before, so I'm enjoying that. Yeah, it's a lot of traffic. Reminds me of like New York or LA, how much the traffic is, but you know, the scenery is different, so that's nice.
In Istanbul, Summers was on the injury list for Budivelnyk, but with a full roster available, their confidence is high.
I think we're going to be good. I think we're still waiting for one more of our players to get back, Darius, to get here. So once I think the whole team's together in full and we start to practice, we'll be fine. I know last year they won the Ukrainian league, so obviously we want to do that again and to advance as far as we can in the Euroleague.
Budivelnyk were in the Turkish capital for the Rixos Cup, a tournament made up of 5 Turkish Airlines Euroleague teams. And before the match, coach Bagatskis took us into the locker room with the team.
Aggressive fast, but not just for a limited time, not for 35 minutes or 20 minutes. Focus for the job for all 40 minutes. Don't start the game with the easy actions, with the easy shots. Start with penetrations, you can do it. And then you will see defense collapse for you and for teammates will be more action. Guys, enjoy the game.
In Istanbul, during the Rixos Cup, most of the attention was on him, the new Fenerbahce Ulker Istanbul coach, Gelo Obradovic, the most successful coach in Euroleague history with 8 trophies. He had been Panathinaikos Athens coach for 13 seasons, but today he is leading Fenerbahce Ulker to new horizons. His tournament was focused on the young players, hoping and working to find new talents.
It was interesting summer for me, First time after so many years I work with young kids. I enjoyed very much to work with them, and I keep some of them, and I will keep some of them to work with us.
The final result may not have been so good, but that doesn't mean the tournament was without satisfaction, and winning in pre-season is not the priority.
Some of them, they play first time in this level. I have kids that they are 17, 16, 18, 15. I don't care about results, I don't care about anything else. Just to see, if they are able to follow some instruction that I give to them, and they are able to understand the basketball. And of course, if they are able to dedicate their time, enough time to be maybe in future good basketball player.
So we'll see if the huge experience Coach Obradovic is bringing to Fenerbahce Ulker will be the key to their success in the Euroleague. Without a doubt, behind all those trophies and medals, there's a burning passion for basketball.
I'm far away to be legend. I'm a normal basketball coach that I enjoyed every game working with my players, just this.
The second home team in the Rixos Cup was Anadolu Efes Istanbul. We went to their practice to get some advice on the city.
This is my third year in Istanbul. All I can tell you, don't get caught in traffic. That's the craziest part, but Istanbul is a great place to be.
You can make 10 minutes, the same distance, and the next day you can make 1.5 hours. And I was in a small city, and now I'm go for practice 2 hours before. The city is beautiful, it's nice. First of all, nice people,
I kind of go to Taxon Square just to go walk around, see the people mingling with each other.
This is probably the most tiresome period of the season, and everybody is just waiting to play.
Nobody's playing basketball because they like to practice. Not even one player in the world. Somebody can lie, you can in front of TV, oh no, I like to practice. No, this is the lie. Everybody like to play, I like to play. So I did this because I like to play.
First 2 weeks, it was more running in, for our condition, and after we put some systems.
And as anybody over 30 will testify, experience comes through pain.
Well, we feel a little bit terrible. Everything is hurt, legs, back, but that's part of the preseason. That's how it's supposed to be.
Anadolu Efes's coach, Oktay Mahmuti, is very strict, but during preseason there is also time for some fun.
It's a new adjustment with all the new players getting to know the coach getting to know the new players. So right now we're still adjusting. We got a little bit more time left, so Duško Savanovic is the worst teammate ever. All he do is talk. Nah.
We have a lot of intern joke here and stuff, but maybe it's not for TV, not for the camera. Maybe when you turn off, I can tell you that.
When you have a teammate like Duško, it's always nice and beautiful and make you the life easier.
We visited the fourth Euroleague team of the tournament, Žalgiris Kaunas from Lithuania. We met them in their hotel near Taksim Square with a fabulous view over the European part of the city.
It's good to see, to come to visit the city for 3-4 days. It's good. It's better for everyone, to know some other countries, some other culture. It must be like a good practice for everyone, to make it better, but like everyone player wants to win. It doesn't matter if it's a friendly game or it's the official game.
Before tip-off, coach Ilias Zouros gave a clear message to all the players, and we were there.
Concentration, 40 minutes. Best competition is against yourself to become better every day. We say this from the first day. You compete with yourself to become better. Every practice, every game. Desire, defense, fight, drive.
Žalgiris Kaunas has a choral approach to the game, based on the fact that they must turn their weakness into their main strength.
Mostly we worked on the defense because coach wants that defensive team because we don't have so many, I don't know how to tell, but good scorers,
Every player is important, and anyone could end up being the MVP.
We had a lot of players in the team, and I think it's better to one day to be leader one player, next day another, and day by days, it's hard for the opponents, to scouting us.
Also, the back-to-back champions were in the Rixus Cup, Greek side Olympiacos Piraeus. There wasn't a lot of time to practice between games, so we met them in the gym of their hotel.
Whatever you do in this period, in the pre-season, it will come out after Christmas. When the finals, what are the finals? What are the finals in the Greek League? What are the finals in Euroleague? So this is the basic thing for you to have a healthy and a good year in your conditioning, in your body, in your techniques, and everything.
Everybody agrees that the effort put in now is crucial for reaching the team's goals. It's true that it's hard work, but sometimes work and play can coexist.
For me, this is the toughest part of the year, the conditioning, and you're coming back from having a couple months off where you're not doing much, and then you just kind of get your body back in the game shape. And it's a tough time, but also it's a fun time. You're getting a chance to get back with your teammates and the new guys to get acclimated with the team, and you're building that chemistry and camaraderie, and it's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's very, very tough. But this is what helps us get to the point to winning the championship.
And this season, a new centre is helping coach Georgios Bartzokas in the paint.
Surprisingly, as soon as I got here, I felt at home. There's still a lot of work to be done. A lot of guys that still aren't here yet, and we have to learn the players and the system. But so far, it's been an easy adjustment. The enjoying and spending time happens naturally, and that's something that's really rare. A lot of teams that I've been on, it hasn't always worked that easily. But chemistry is something you can't predict.
Olympiacos Piraeus and Besiktas Istanbul played the Rixus Cup final. Before the game, it wasn't just the players getting ready, there were also the Red Foxes cheerleaders. A great game was won by the two-time defending Euroleague champions after overtime. Olympiacos were grateful for some last-second heroics as they came away with an 87-86 victory. The shooting guard Matt Loyeski scored the final basket. And Olympiacos' Kostas Sloukas was named the tournament MVP. And now let's check out what happened in the qualifying round. In Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, 8 teams participated in a single-venue tournament format. The winner would advance to the Euroleague regular season. The final game was between the local team Lietuvos Rytas Vilnius and Telenet Ostend. Belgian side were 10 points ahead at the end of the first quarter and up by 2 at the break. The hosts reacted in the second half. They took the lead in the third quarter and held their opponents at arm's length in the fourth. Lietuvos Rytas will participate in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague for the first time in 5 seasons. 75-66 was the final score, with 19 points for Martinas Ječevičius and a double-double for Juan Palacios, with 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.